Alright, episode 3. We have survived the war, but, everything else has fallen apart. We put way too much money, effort, and people into building our small fleet here to survive the attack before the Emperor stepped in and made Nerf and I choose peace. The problem with that is he's already mad at me again and more likely to declare war on me. So I need to focus on getting my people back up. My happiness is negative 500. My fire is almost negative 500. And I am actually short population. So there's a lot of things to fix at the sake of that war. So I need to definitely get into it. So yeah, everything's a little bit unstable right now. I think I'm going to add a line of defense. I'm going to put a wall right here. I'm going to move the city blocks, a couple of these blocks, and put in a wall here to give us another layer of defense. We also need to shore up this beach in case he lands there. Our other beaches have walls and at least a gate. So there's a little something there, but we don't have any towers. And then our feeder island where we're getting our olive oil right now and soon to be our marble because we're almost have that unlocked. That one is not, has zero defense. We don't have a villa or anything there. It's literally just the trading post. So if he decides to attack that, that's going to do a lot of damage because that's our only source of olive oil at the moment. Stuff. So without further ado, let's get back into it and see what we can get going. Like I said, I want to move a couple of these city blocks here. We're going to give it at least 3. Yeah, 3 will work. And what I'll do is I'll run a wall right up the middle of that. That's only 2 tiles. Numbers are hard. So yeah. Come on, there we go. You don't want to grab the whole thing because if you do that, then you end up breaking the path to the shoreline. Oh, and unfortunately, I think that is going to mess up. We're going to have to get another warehouse down here. That's fine. We do need to expand down into.
Citizens are dissatisfied with their lot and may soon revolt.
Yep. I know. So one of the easiest ways to make people happy is to build an amphitheater. And for that, I need to get some things upgraded and get some more people. So that is definitely a high priority for me because police stations alone are not going to give us what we need. Why? Oh, we're missing a road there. Okay. I do not believe that. Man. I don't want to have five gate houses. That's going to be too much. We're going to delete some of these roads, which is going to suck for our police and fire coverage and medical, as well as warehouses. But we do not have a lot of wood right now, and I need that to build the people up. So we're just going to plan what it would look like if we weren't wood poor. Well, that's kind of dookie. It won't go into the rocks at all. Hopefully they'll just walk right around it. We'll find out if they do. Alright. So now we have that there. That'll give us some room to put in some towers. So we'll place a couple towers between each one of these. That'll give us another layer of defense. We'll go ahead and pre-plan our wall for this side. You know, our other shorelines, we at least have the walls up with gates, so that's a little bit of defense, give us a little bit of a break. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Let's go ahead and rebuild all of these. That is something I'll have to address too, is splitting up our farmlands, so that way we are less like, ooh, turn that off on accident. All right, there we go. So that way we don't get these sickness bubbles like that one did. Not a good idea. All right, so can we make... We have unlocked concrete. That is a slower process. We're gonna come up here and use one of these other farms that we have here. We'll worry about going across the river later. So, limestone. I'm not sure I even have the population to start building any of this right now. It does not appear so. Alright, so we might need to focus on getting some houses laid down first before anything else. So our market and our tavern have just about maxed out their space that they're going to get us here. Let's see if we rotate a little closer to the road. So we can probably build one more block out, and then we'll have to put in another round of city services. So we'll do that, and then we'll worry about... is that good? Yeah, that's good.
One of your cities is at risk of a great fire.
Yep, everything wants to catch fire. Got it. Then, of course, we're probably going to be out of food and hemp and everything else from this, so we'll get restarted on that. We'll come back to that stuff here in a little bit. I want to get concrete going. Concrete takes a while. We got 30 seconds for the quarry, 45 for you, and a minute 30. And we need a lot of tier 3 for those guys. So I typically just do one of each of these and then two. What's our harbor looking like over here? Kind of foobar, but that's fine. And then, so we'll let that build up for a little bit, get our stuff, and then we'll get 2 concrete mixers in there whenever we upgrade our people. Fire and happiness. So I believe for the amphitheater, which, yeah, we need 150 of the tier 3. We don't have people at all. We're doing really bad on population. Happiness does come from the religion, so we haven't put a church in a while. We're out of wood. Oh, come on. Can we get 1 wood here? We'll go ahead and place it. We're going to up our speed. Yeah, so Nerf is already mad at us. We're going to ignore the Emperor for a minute. See if... That isn't helping our happiness at all. Great. Okay, cool. Let's see if we could do anything with the Emperor to make him happy. Weapons. Do we have 69 tons of weapons yet? We got an hour and a half.
So you do have
we'll try it.
of your own.
69 tons of weapons for Jackwagon. Alright, we're at 55.
So wary, Praetor.
Hour and a half, we'll definitely get the 69 that we need, so that'll be good. While we wait for the wood to come in so we can continue to build, we are down on fish. Oats and porridge are good. Hemp, we're going to need another tunic and another hat. But we got
In
supplies.
your city.
Yeah. Of course. Luckily, our five... Man, wow, that is spreading uber fast. We need to get the level 3 guys. We need to get them leveled up. 1, we can fix the happiness, and then 2, we will be able to start building aqueducts, and we'll be able to run those down each side of this city, and that'll greatly fix our fire and happiness. Problem is, we gotta fix a lot of other things first. Can we build in water yet? No, we cannot. That's a 23-minute. We're going to need to focus on some of these shorter ones to build up our knowledge. All right. But in the meantime, let's get some more fish. Okay, it looks like it's mostly not burning down anymore. So yeah, we're going to have quite a bit of those going for a while. Let's see what we can... No, we built a new warehouse down here. We already know that we need another tunic maker. We're going to keep spreading these guys out, making sure we're getting as much income that we can from them. And then another hat maker. I'm sticking them off to the sides because these middle sections are where we're going to build some of our larger marvels when we get to the tier 3 and tier 4 people. Alright. So we need to start building up our tier 1 to 2s. And then we can take our 2s to 3s, which is this block here. A few more of those guys, and we should have enough to get concrete. When we start putting in the concrete roads, it's going to kill our money because of the cost of it. It's like per tile, it's $1 or 1 denarii. But all of our city services, our fire, our police, our medical, the grammaticus, the churches, all those will have an increased range. So hopefully it'll offset, but we need to get the concrete rolling. And there we go. Yeah. Now this isn't perfect efficiency, but it is not bad. At least for now. We should see if there's any quick and easy things we can give these guys that'll boost our population. That's going to give us knowledge, health, and fire safety. Health is starting to tank too. I don't tend to do soap, even though it is a population and health boost, just because the supply chain makes people unhappy. Ammophore is +2 population. And fire safety goes down, but we do not have any resin here, and we don't have an island that has it. And we are a far cry from getting the bathhouse or the forum, which will go right up the middle of this when we do get that. What I really need to do is continue to expand our population. That way we can build the aqueducts. So we're only about 50 people short, maybe 1 city block, but we are completely out of the lower level people. All right, so I think I'm going to work on separating. I know I said I wanted these on the outside, but that's not really an issue. I'm going to separate the taverns and the markets. Man, that's not really We might do one more city block. Yeah, we're going to do one more city block of houses before we go that route. And this is why I like the 9x9. I could just pick up, copy, paste. It's the same layout everywhere. Now we will look at doing the market on this side. And then the tavern we'll do opposite side. Because to fill this bar, they only need one or the other. They don't need both. So if we start staggering those, we might have a little less issue with some of these dead zones that we have until we get more concrete in. Okay, so we are going to check on our stuff. Yep, so we already used all of our fish. Not any real room over there. Ooh, weapons. Can we get our weapons now?
Citizens are dissatisfied with their lot and
Alright,
may
they're
soon
super pissed. Alright, so we need 5 more weapons, which kind of sucks because we need those to actually build up the defenses on both islands. But we do have concrete going, so that's good. Well, we came over here for fish. It is not the prettiest of layouts. We'll adjust that later when we could actually build out piers. Another governor has... Alright. So they are spreading out quick. We do need a 3rd island. We are going to need an island with grapes for wine. That's the next big thing that we need for our tier 3 guys. And that is definitely important because that is happiness and income. We're not going to worry about these other things. I try not to do things that ruin the happiness because we're already at negative 800. Alright. We got some wood, so let's see about upgrading to tier 2. What are you guys missing? Yeah, see, like right there, another dead spot where they're not getting... Yeah, concrete roads will fix that. There we go. Theater and aqueducts. That was the big thing we really needed to work towards. Unfortunately, I know that we don't have enough concrete or... Well, we got plenty of tiles. But we're going to focus on the closest gator to the boat, which is happiness. That is negative 871. We will center that guy right up here. It's not going to give us the greatest of coverage. Because, once again, we don't have a lot of concrete. But, let's see. Trying to figure out how I want to do this. You can literally just upgrade some of the main roads through these areas.
Under the eagle's wing, Governor.
You have many capabilities. I would like you for a foe.
So you can see where we put that one road of concrete up is already extended it out right here. Now if we could do that along the other side, we should be able to extend it a little bit more. That got us out of the red as far as happiness goes. Let's see if our rest of our weapons are here for available. Pick up 4 more. Alright, we're shy just 1. Yeah, so that was less than a half an hour. So we're doing okay on that. That'll give us a positive increase with that guy. Let's go ahead and see if we could solve our next issue, which is going to be the fire, which the water will definitely help with that. That is also a requirement for something. Aqueducts do something. Here we go. That's going to give us health and, so yeah, This is going to be a twofold win here. We're going to go into planning mode. The goal will be to run one down this side. And we might just have to focus on one side, and then we'll worry about the other one. You're going to have to temporarily step out here. And then this thing's just going to run down the whole length of this side. And then we will do the same over here. Why is it showing red there? Okay. Well, not what we wanted. There we go. I'm really only going to focus on one side right now. I'm actually going to put a break in here so I can see how much this is going to cost us. All right, so we have the tile. We almost have the wood. We have nowhere near the concrete we need. We do have a good amount of money right now, so I'm going to go ahead and set this to buy concrete and keep us at least 50 for the time being. So you come over here, this little icon, picking up the boxes buy. Minimum stock is 50. And it'll buy anytime that we're under 50. So that'll at least get us a little buffer that we could use. We're going to steal one of these swords. And then we're going to scoot on over here to Diana and drop those off. Alright. So what we can do now is we're going to have to put in our cisterns. You can kind of see the range that they're going to get. If we come up here just one, after all the roads are concrete, it should reach both sides. And we'll kind of alternate from side to side on what's getting what. So, move you over here. Throw a cistern right there. And jump it across. Now when you do it like this, you're going to need to connect it to the road. And we'll be able to see that's going to get this entire area. And after the concrete roads get in, it'll fill in. And then the next one will come in and probably be right around here. We got this barracks up here for no reason other than to hopefully make these guys hate us a little less. Throw a little bit of road here. And you'll be able to see now how these offset. We're not wasting a ton of water with overlap because each one of these cisterns are going to take 10. And then if we put another one, so we got that there. So we're going to put this next one here. Shoot it across. Throw in some road. Fortunately, nobody's sold us any concrete yet, but alright, so what is it going to cost to build you? We need 59 concrete, we have enough tiles, we have enough wood, and we have enough money. So that'll be that.
Irrigation is the basis of all things. Without
There we
it,
go.
we would almost
Like I said, we're only going to focus on this one side right now, which will help some. And then we'll connect this other side and call it good. Because that one's probably going to come down to how many city blocks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this next block right here will be the next one. Maybe a little bit further. But yeah. So if we can just get somebody to sell us some concrete, we would be good on those. Which is going to probably put us even with health, and we'll definitely get our fire to the point where hopefully we're not going to just, yeah. Speaking of health, we've extended quite a bit, and we have not put in a new hospital in a while. This looks like a good spot. There we go. And get us a new Medici. Alright. So we are getting there. Normally you have people selling you concrete a lot faster. We need that because I need to I need to improve these roads. But at the same time, we really need this fire protection. I've had incidents where the whole city starts catching on fire, and it's just a snowball effect of how bad things are going to get. One of the other things we could look at doing is, even when all these roads are concrete, at best, this theater is going to get to our new fence line. So we are going to need one down here. I usually put one somewhere over here at an angle as the city starts to expand out this way. So there's no benefit of having you over there at the moment. So let's see what, do we have enough? We don't even have enough concrete to build you right now. Let's see what taking a road directly out of 45 out of here. It's still got to be pretty. All right. This is going to get this whole lower section. We are in the positive right now, so maybe I don't mess with this right now. Especially because I forgot. What I like to do is a double road over these guys right here. So as the aqueduct comes out, we'll actually have a second road here. And the aqueduct will travel between them. I haven't got any notification of anybody selling me any concrete. So if we were to go back here and then come 45 degrees off this. Happiness, knowledge, and prestige. Crap, that put us, there we go. Happiness is good, but the extra knowledge and prestige so we can get some other stuff going in research, because we're not researching right now. Alright, let's see if we can find some low-hanging fruit here. We definitely need to be able to work on our harbors. Extra people, that's a good one. Don't care about you so much. Water consumption is important, but these are looking at hours and 40 minutes apiece. We need to stick with the shorter ones. As our knowledge grows, these other ones will they'll speed up, be a little bit more worth it. Ooh, concrete walls or stone walls, that'd be kind of nice. All right, all these ones are at 15, so let it go up a little bit. We have not built a Grammaticus in a hot minute. So that's probably another reason. Yeah, we have one. So yeah, we haven't built any. Let's just go with that. No Grammaticus has been built. Come on. There you go. This will boost our knowledge. Alright, still nobody selling us any concrete though. We might move you over here, because that already accounts for our double road. That's not cool. Make sure you put in all your intersections, because we will be building on the outside of this here eventually. Ooh, don't want to waste the concrete yet. So this one will probably, yeah, we'll do one here. Really surprised we haven't gotten any concrete sold to us. Might just need to... Alright, we're just going to have to build the sections up as we can. Hopefully we'll start getting some things going. All right, we've increased the population quite a bit, and we've not checked to see. All right, fish is good. Oats is maxed out. Porridge is maxed out. What do we actually have in inventory? Do we need to address it, or they're sitting okay now? So that's not the highest priority. Hemp is down. Tunics are down. Sheep and hats are barely hanging on, so we're gonna go ahead and get a little bit more of each of those going. We got a lot of empty space back here. So we might end up having to put in yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, we're probably gonna end up having to put in another.
A fire has started in your city.
Yeah, I figured as much. I figured as much. Where is the fire? Sweet, our weapons. Oh, shoot, weapons.
Let us all so prosper.
All right, plus 10 with Boss Man. That is what we're looking for. Alright, our weapons are going to burn. And I'm just going to let this happen because we don't have a bunch of extra money and resources to mess with that right now. For the weapons. So we're just going to have to this. And as we get each enough concrete, we'll build up each individual portion of this. Yeah, that'll be good when we get there. All right, because that's really the last thing. The water will help with health and the fire protection. And maybe we could say we have a stable city and economy after this. So we got more hemp coming in now. We need to get another tunic maker. Off to the side here. A lot of this stuff's going to end up having to be moved. I'm going to start putting in our second row here. I've never looked to see how much of a gap you need so that the sickness it doesn't spread as often. So we're just going to move those around, see if that helps us at all as far as sickness goes. One of the other things we need to do is we have 0 defense over here, and we have a bunch of wood. We have no population, so we do need to focus on this island a little bit here. We could at least spin the wood, get walls up. We'll send over some weapons. We'll try to build a tower or two. How is our olive oil production from this island holding up? Do we not have a warehouse down here? You kidding me?
Can't stuff all that down me folds.
You know what? We're going to rotate you. You're now within range. Congratulations. Almost there. I'll be curious to see what just that one cistern will give us as far as bringing down. Oh, are you coming to sell me some concrete? Yeah, let's do it. Absolutely nothing. Completely useless. Alright, 17. Alright. So here we are providing them with sheep and fish, and they got... So they're actually not in a bad spot here. Oh, this is one of the stupid islands I built on an angle. So there's going to be a gap there. Alright. Because this island we will use to get the uncut marble. We might even be able to get some of the resin. I just don't think we're going to get enough resin. We're going to have to scale this up for olive oil on the other island. So I don't want to take up too much of that space. Because we're doing okay right now. It's hanging in there. And that's really all I cared about making from this, was really getting the theaters to fix happiness and the aqueducts to fix the fire. So how many more do we need? Just 3 more concrete. 2 more. 2 more concrete, and we'll at least have the first leg of, you know, defending ourselves. What is that? Oh, favorites. Ornaments. What if... just for the sake of it, make this a little bit prettier. And we'll up our prestige. We have a ton of wood now. So we'll build these walls without gates. All right, ruins. I don't give 2 shits about the fact that his city is on fire or ruins. Yeah. Thanks for that, though. Appreciate it. All right, this really wants me to have a trade agreement with somebody. He already took out the easy girl. Negative 50 because I'm contract shy and petty. She's petty because I guess I have a higher prestige or not high enough. All right, good times, good stuff. Oh.
Your aqueduct. Quite an achievement.
All right, we're at like 771, and we're dropping almost to 600. All right, so that's getting there. Now to get to the next one, we are going to need 34 concrete. And I think that right there might be an issue moving forward for today. So at least it's a step in the right direction. And then after that, we'll be able to really focus on the other side, which is going to take a truckload on its own. 77, 80 once we actually get it connected up there at the top. But our fire is going down. Health is positive.
Much like the rule
And
of
it's helping diplomatically. So, do you want to have a trade thing now? No. I refused the ransom, and that was 15. Oh, okay, that's positive. Basic defenses. I don't have enough defenses. Oh, because she's at 21,000. All right, so I'm not on her level yet. She doesn't want to be my friend. Okay. What we should start looking for is an island with grapes. This would be an awful, awful island to defend. I'm not looking to spend a lot of money here. This wouldn't be much better, but at least I could put a population center back here and gate it up. Have another one up here. Choke point right there. And then put all the industry and farms down here. We could even use this for an aqueduct. Plus, ooh, that would give us minerals. Alright, so I think I sent you up here to drop off. Yep, there we go. You're going to drop that off, and you're going to take the wood, because they're going to max out on wood here anytime soon anyways. And we're going to come down here. We're going to see how much this island cost. I couldn't imagine it being that expensive, since we already have 50k, and we are positive with the Emperor. You're standing with him dictates how much you have to pay for the islands, so that's good. We have 13 people now. It's not enough for a gatehouse.
Someday I'll be a famous seafarer. And they'll
Porridge is +2 population. So is it worth doing porridge? Just get that little bit of population on this island. as we move forward, because we're going to have to turn one of these into a mine for marble. And we need more olive oil. We will be able to get some gold out of this island. I guess, you know, make some use out of it, but not really a big priority. 10 concrete. What did I say it was going to be 34? I don't think we're going to get the 34 in the time. Nobody's selling me any. I think I'm going to focus on, even if this is only going to give us a few blocks. I would like to get it at least going through down there. Every little bit raises our happiness. I really don't care what that tier 3 guy wants. Alrighty. So fire's not completely under control, but you know, until we get enough concrete, which I don't understand why nobody's buying or no one's selling. At least in the lower levels, whenever you set something to buy, it usually goes pretty quick. Yeah, buy. Like, I don't care how much you guys are selling. Just give it all to me. Whoa, 37,000. Okay, that was a lot more than I thought it was going to be. But we really need the wine. That is the next step for this. Wine will give us income and happiness, which you definitely need to worry about. We got all these goods. And then we can start looking into either doing togas or going to Albion and seeing if we can make brooches. That's actually a pretty easy supply chain. Bad part is you have to ship it all the way from Albion. And then writing tablets to either of our islands that we want. No Sandarak wood. This island will actually give us the wine and the Sandarak wood. So this island is a necessity. We're going to have to spend the money on this thing. Ah, sweet. Okay. Alright. We're not going to... Alright, he declares war on us. We're not going to do anything. I'm not going to put too much into this island, because I will not get it up to snuff in time, and I have a feeling he's going to take it. Obviously, I'll do what I can to defend it, but being realistic, he's way more stronger than me. So we will get this thing at least self-sustainable. We'll need to keep an eye on his ships and see where he's sending them.
I will beleaguer your ships on the rivers. Prepare for war!
Alright, yep.
A structure is under attack.
I was really hoping not to have to build a bunch of towers right now, but I feel like we're going to have to. Follow that guy.
What could you possibly require?
A ship is under attack.
Now, we already know he has a bigger fleet than ours. Holy Yep, he's got a much bigger fleet. I was going to say, hopefully we could pick at him and get going. Yep, and we're bouncing. You are going the wrong way, buddy. Wrong way for sure. Alright. Looks like... Okay. He's going to go pick on our small island, which is our olive oil island. And, yeah, well, we're pretty screwed. I did not get the defenses up there like I wanted.
In a spot of bother.
You were supposed to go the other way around the island.
Is under attack.
We advance.
Man, this is going to end up being like the other way. I'm just going to see what we could do as far as picking off onesie-twosies of his ships. Alright, looks like they're turning around. Where am I? There we go. Get some free stuff. It is a limited war, so he's not going after my trade ships. But we need to find his ships that are out and around by themselves. See if we can dwindle them down. I was afraid he was going for other island, but doesn't appear so right now. We'll come. Maybe I was wrong. What is too close? There we go.
A structure is under attack.
Yeah, sure. Shoot the fences all you want, guys. Have fun.
The lion had men corner the tired antelope.
Alright, so I'm going to send the ships up here, obviously, to try to help. But between the gatehouse and that, they're not putting up any fight. Great.
We stand, waiting.
Alright, they're taking off.
Time flies, as do we.
Oh, they're just trading out. Good stuff. Great. Debating if I want to try to...
A structure is under attack.
can't do any construction because they're attacking now.
Now for the arrow to the heart.
Waiting for your decree.
Yep, and that's the last of our olive oil. We're going to take out that gatehouse pretty quick. Alright, we need to focus on the ship that's almost dead. Focus on the ship that's almost dead.
The die is cast.
A matter of the utmost importance, Ere.
Out of wood.
Through hardship to the stars.
Alright.
We advance.
Alright, we lost one. That's okay. We do have population now. I think we unlocked the new ships. No, we did not. We're out of weapons because we sent them to the other island.
Remember that we die,
Ooh, you guys just picked up
In the
weapons.
bottom bother.
And now they're sending another fleet to the wee little island we built over here, and this is why I didn't put anything into it. I had a feeling some of your inspection programs are being altered. Ooh, nice. Which ones?
A structure is under attack.
Getting more or losing some?
The lion had men corner the tired
Yeah,
antelope.
attacking with 5 ships. There's not much I can do about that.
I like having the
Can
option
we
to stay for
buy
a while.
a ship to replace what we have lost? Just a little guy with armor. That's it. Cool. Good times, good times. You have no ships for sale. Would love to do some contracts, earn some money. So yeah, we definitely still need a lot more. Man, if we lose this island, that's really going to suck. Yeah, they already got troops on there. So, is what it is. Yeah. That would have been a really good island because it had the Sanderac and the wine capabilities, which are both needed to go up to tier 4. Instant repair because we don't have people. Are we missing something? What are we? We had enough people for it earlier. All right.
You fight well, but not well enough.
All right. So we lost the island. Great. All right. We're going to get some porridge on this island. Mainly because we need a little bit better population. So that way when old jerk wants to attack us again, we could at least have some towers or something here. And yeah. Well, that's a bummer. All we can do is try to... I was going to max this out. Is try to build some more ships to hopefully live to fight another day. The end of the first episode, war. End of the second episode, or third episode, war. So yeah, great. Appreciate it. That's super fun, not being able to do anything. Hopefully he pisses off the Emperor soon and he just comes over here and smoke checks him.
Waiting for your decree.
If I could at least get this one for what it's worth.
A ship is under attack.
Little ship's gonna haul ass. And he's got a couple other ships turning around to help potentially.
Festina Lente.
Yeah.
A
See if we can
structure
head off
under
this one.
attack.
Oh, he's back up here attacking, and I do not have, see, I just don't have. We're gonna get pinned down to this one island until I can build it up enough to just have a navy. So yeah, this is gonna pin us back. Potentially losing some. I got access to edit it. Nice. Are they going away, or is somebody else taking them?
Time flies.
I think they realized that I had so many. Is that the problem? Alright, so... Oh, crap.
Through the waves.
Alright, this is priority. You gotta get down here and defend this. Well, here I was thinking I was gonna have to do this, but... I'll go ahead and build these gate towers. I have a feeling this might be happening sooner than later. If I delete you... Ah. Alright. So, yeah. That was that. Dude took over the island. I was trying to build up more defenses this episode, and I failed to do so.
That we die, hmm?
Oh, gosh. Instant repair. There we go. I'm struggling. I need some better ships. Can I... Do we not have triremes? Oh my gosh. And then we'll skip ahead straight to these guys. That's 2 hours and 15 minutes. Jeez. Alright. Well, at least we can get the tier 2 guys. We're going to get favorable winds. Should probably get looking into some concrete walls because that's going to be important. Archers need to be better. What is this going to give us? Legionnaires. Yeah, it's just a matter of time. Maybe he's just mad that I was expanding. So we are going to lose our olive oil production here soon. Yeah, great. Super fun. We're going to have to build up whatever we can with only tier 1 and tier 2 citizens. So that way we can build a large enough navy to defend ourselves and go get an island maybe. I'm not sure what islands we will have left to choose from by the time this guy goes and takes everything. I was a little surprised by how aggressive he really was. Yeah, I mean, he's already taken out one player and he's got me knocked back down to my main island. Other than that, we had a pretty successful episode. We were able to unlock concrete and we built the theater, 2 of them, which has fixed our happiness. We were able to build an aqueduct for at least part of our city here, get a couple legs of it done, which has gotten our health in the green, as well as getting our fire rating to at least not as bad of a -1 where we're having huge issues. Moving forward, focusing will be on continuing to grow the population because we need to build a fleet of ships. We're at a massive disadvantage. Yeah, he's 8.8. So we're definitely going to need to build some more ships and focus on getting a little breathing room here somewhere. We might even have to look into going for
Ship is under attack.
a larger island. What? There's nobody even over here to attack me. Just phantom arrows, I guess. All right.
Finest. Ready.
A structure is under attack.
Yep, great. Hopefully, yep, at least the tower is going to take some shots at them, bring the ships around.
A ship is under attack.
Ship is under attack. Where? From what? What are you guys being attacked by? Okay, so I love that my harbor is doing absolutely no damage. Okay, cool. So you took it for 1 HP?
We stand waiting.
Ooh. Alright, he turned around.
A ship is under attack.
Fortune favors the bold.
I have a feeling we're going to lose one of those ships in this fight. Did not count on the harbor to get anything, and he has backup coming.
Seize the day.
I don't know why you're shooting at that dude over there.
I'd not say it's gone especially well, Addy.
Yeah, he's just going to dwindle us down. I don't know if he wants to completely take us over, or if he's just going to just siege us into our island. But yeah, this is not looking good for me. Yeah, great.
The crab ascends.
Man, I wish Syracuse would do something to mess with
Under
him.
attack.
Right, he is coming down here to attack again.
Away,
Like,
Praetor.
I can't even try to build up any ships. And if I do, it's going to have to just be one at a time.
To the stars.
And I don't even know that if I were to build any towers, they're not even going to be in range. We don't have the ability to build on water yet, so I can't even build the quays or any towers in the water to defend myself. This is fantastic. This is fantastic. All right. Well, I appreciate you watching. If you liked watching me get my ass kicked, like, subscribe, follow.